What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 410 back with a brand new WWE Champions video, and it's time for many of you, not all of you, to finally RESPECT your TPCT. Now, what does TPCT stand for? Well, this is a brand new Champions acronym that I've properly developed for each and every single one of you, and it properly stands for training, posters, coins, and tokens. Because without these three, the holy trinity of WWE champions, you will not get far with your roster progression overall. As you all know, there's 6 classes: acrobats, powerhouses, showboats, strikers, technicians, tricksters. And then we have a plethora of different era categories that have to be covered, and even subcategories as well. But the thing is, all of those champions, whether male or female, regardless of class, regardless of era category or subcategory, they all need training posters to maximize their moves, coins to max out their levels, and tokens to evolve or enhance them to the next level. So, with that being said, allow me to break some things down for you with a little bit of a picture show to break down what I'm trying to get to each and every single one of you, especially you free-to-play players, y'all. Capitalize on the blessing that you have, which is the MLC prize wall. Do everything that you can when you are able to. Everybody, whether you're free to play or pay to play or a little bit of both, do yourselves a favor by doing as much farming as possible in between your MLC grinds and LT grinds with your dailies, because you need to keep going the distance. The one thing I've said a while back, and I always try to reiterate it here and there, so I'm saying it now: you never want to hit zero with any of your resources, tokens, training posters, or coins, and also, of course, those luxuriously rare health packs. You do not want to hit zero with any of those things, because it is going to be a grind and a half, tenfold pain in the ass to get back on top of things. And depending on what faction you're in, they may not have the patience for you to catch up. Blitz tickets as well. But let's go ahead and get right into this little example video so you can understand why you need to show your TPCT a little bit more. RESPECT. Mad love to Aretha. Now let's go ahead and do this. As you can see, we got my boy, new gen technician, Doink the Clown the Prankster. We have him at level 140. And as you can see, his TP got that love, you know what I'm saying? We got that love going on. We got all the moves maxed out. However, one thing that you notice, outside of his 4 entourage slots being open for 2 coaches and 2 trainers, he needs to be leveled up 20 more levels. Now, we got the TP maxed out, so his moves are good to go. But even though we have the coins to take him up from 140 to 160, what's missing here? 1. 1 is the loneliest number. Yes, 1. 4-star gold bow tie, so he can go from 4-star silver to 4-star gold. So keep that in mind as we press forward. Next up, next example, okay? This is Exhibit A. Let's move over to Exhibit B with my broski, Nikolai Volkov, the Russian. Without gear, sadly and unfortunately, but it is what it is. Now, here's a difference in differentiation when it comes to Volkov's situation and Doink's. Now, Doink, we got the coins to max him out. Level-wise, we have his TP maxed out, so he's good to go there, but we are missing a token. But as you can tell here, it's a little different from my boy at 3-star gold Volkov, because you see the Russian is maxed out level-wise. All right? But I still need to put some training posters, some TP love and respect on his name. And on top of that, even though he's ready to evolve to the next stage of his champion's career on my roster, 4-star bronze, that is, we're missing 8 2-star silver tokens. So look at the situation that we just went from. From a champion at 4-star silver, maxed out moves, can max him out level-wise, missing 1 token, to a champion who's maxed out level-wise, but still needs some token love and some TP love when the proper contests are around. But then it gets a little more interesting as we move over to Exhibit C. My broski, my man, modern era acrobat Ricochet, the one and only. Now this time, just like Doink, maxed out move-wise, right? But as you can see here, we're missing some winged shoes. We're missing some blue wing shoes. Thank you for him to go up to 4-star bronze. But if we got the coins to take up Doink, then obviously we got the coins to take up Ricochet. But what would be the point of that if we don't have the tokens? Patience is a virtue, y'all, and so is grinding and farming. So, to wrap this all up, we're going to go to somebody that you know I love. Somebody that is, well, what do you know? My favorite champion in the game and on my roster. On this day, I see clearly Ruthless Aggression Trickster Edge, the rated R superstar. Welcome back, baby. We got his moves maxed out. We got his level maxed out. And we got the tokens all ready to go. Just gotta push a button and he will go from 4-star silver to 4-star gold. But then I gotta think about something here. As I look at his tokens, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm going to have my first ever 4-star gold trickster. But then, what about my girl Steph? She has to go up to 4-star gold. She's my favorite female trickster at the moment. Okay? You know, I didn't get blessed with Nikki, Bella, Fearless. I don't have her. But I do like my Steph. And then I also consider, well, wait a minute. I also got from the DX Vaults 4-star bronze, The Rock, the great one. Another favorite of mine. Real life favorite wrestler of all time. No way around it. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you smell what he's cooking. But that also means he's going to need some of those NWO belts. He's going to need 2 more possessed skulls for that to happen. He's going to need all these tokens that I'm going to be using for Edge when it comes his time around. But I'm also wanting to take up Steph. So that means I have to maximize my tokens for those other 2 tricksters. So they're covered. And who's to say there isn't a new champion that falls under the trickster class? The same way, who's to say there isn't a new champion like El Idolo that falls under the acrobat class? Who's to say that there isn't a bludgeon brother Harper that falls under the striker class? Or even to go another step ahead, who's to say there isn't a Bruno Sammartino or root of all evil Aleister Black that ends up blessing the roster? The point is that you got to cover everybody. And that's just your go-to champions that cover different content. People that you use for different things. I like to use my Doink for feuds. He's great for feuds. I'm going to be using Volkov for feuds. Even tag teams with Iron Sheik with that with their MP boost. I can dig that. Ricochet one and only covers Showdown. Edge, survivalist. I could farm all day with him. Health get low. Go to the NXT tours. Lay down some leech gems. Kill some people. Get my health back. Recoup. Save health packs. But there's something key that all these champions have in common that you might not have noticed, and that's why I chose all of these guys. And of course, Edge was my Exhibit D for a reason. What's up, Lita? As you can all see, Doink needs green TP. All right? He also needs purple. Volkov, green, purple, black. Ricochet, okay, we get a little loose with the blue, but Doink also has 2 blue moves. All right, so Doink also has 2 blue moves as well. But then, yeah, we might catch a break with that red, right? No, because my boy, The Rock, the great one who I mentioned earlier, he has red moves. And he also, look what Ricochet also has. Green move. Has a green move. And he also has another red that comes available that makes him absolutely busted at 4-star, which is why I think Ricochet is still superior to Andrade as much as I love El Idolo. And then, of course, we got my man Edge, Exhibit D, properly stated. Purple, black, green. Each one of these champions I showcased, different classes, 4 of the 6 classes. And what do they all got in common, y'all? They each have a green move. Each one of them has green moves. Think about your roster, especially if you're free to play. Granted, you can walk away with a lot of leaderboard rewards depending on what faction you're in. You can walk away with some solid rewards in solo contests as well, depending on how much you put in, whether grind time or disposable income. Who am I to judge, right? But the point is, everybody needs TPCT. Everybody needs training posters to maximize their moves. Everyone needs coins to be enhanced from bronze, silver to gold, or to even evolve to the next level. And consider the fact that we will probably more than likely be seeing 5 stars in the future. Okay? Everyone needs tokens so they can go to the next phase. So they can go to the next stage of progression in evolution. So this is something that needs to be known. I love to help people. That's one of the reasons why I do these videos. I'm a guy that's done pay to play. I'm a guy who's learned to appreciate and value the grind and, the trials and tribulations that come from being free to play. So I'm always going to be here to help you. But you have to learn to help yourselves, and a lot of people don't. Even people who have better rosters than me, yeah, you got a better roster than me. You got a higher overall, good for you. But at the same time, where's your TP at? Where are your coins at? Where are your tokens at? Have you ever taken a moment to step back and realize, well, gee golly, I got enough 4 stars on my roster now, male and female, that cover the different classes and era categories? I think I could actually take a break and just hoard and farm everything. That's why I did the video for turn 1 farming, 1-turn farming. The point is, you need to be farming resources just as much as you're spending resources. I've said it a while back in a couple videos. I really feel that you should have easily over 100 million coins to feel safe. Because when you think about how much it costs to take up one champion, let alone multiple champions, it's going to run you an arm and a leg. When you consider TP that's going to be needed for champions, especially when you're unlocking them, unless you pull mad dupe TP for them, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you a lot of time, a lot of money possibly. But farming is free. You don't got to spend money, disposable income to farm. You got show links that help you. You got different faction links that help you. You got MLC perks that can help you make up what you spent on the perks. You got a prize wall that you can capitalize on. People need to understand that they can be moving a whole lot faster with their progression if they just take a break. Don't take the bait every single time WWE Champions flashes something in front of you. You don't have to go broke every single month. Take a couple months off. Hoard. Farm every single day. Get your resources up. Because no lie, looking at how Champions is moving, think about this. You could easily spend over 1,000 TP for one move for one champion. Think about that. When it comes to leveling up a champion from, let's say, 1 star all the way to 4 star, you're easily getting close to, if not over, 20 to 30 million coins when it's all said and done. Okay? That's not even including switching and opting out different trainers and coaches and builds. People need to start having more perspective on things. Think about this as well. A lot of people get hit with this when it comes to growth. Okay, imagine that time when you said you needed MP trainers, right? You pull Woods, you pull Lawler. Okay, what Lawler's blue MP. Okay, he's got blue MP. Now he's a 4-star. He's got a 4-star bronze 9K ability of blue MP plus 4 and reducing damage when it comes to, I believe, red moves or gems, right? You got Xavier Woods, the purple MP trainer, now with a new ability, 4-star bronze 9K, plus 4 purple MP, and now increasing damage by 5% for submissions. But what do they have in common? They're tricksters. Tricksters' go-to color is purple. They also share black TP and blue TP. They also happen to share the same tokens because even if they're from different eras, they're still tricksters. Okay? So I know a lot of you got to that point where if you were playing catch up like me, you got both of them, but you got to give them the 3-star silver 5K. And what's that mean? That means you had to double up on tokens. You had to double up on TP. Unless you got lucky with a fuse. But guess what? Even though you pulled a fuse, you still got to put those coins in them to get to the proper level. You still got to use the tokens because you might not have pulled them at 3-star gold, 4-star bronze, and you didn't get that lucky. You're still going to have to pump TP into them so they can hit the proper overall so that their ability takes full maximize effect. You got to plan. You got to be smart because here's another solid example of things. Maybe, just maybe, you got Zombie Paige as your striker. Female striker, right? God tier. Tier of her own right alongside Zombie Austin. Especially if they got a chaos strap on them, forcing an additional skip turn. Pain in the ass. But let's say, okay, you got your striker class covered. But you just took up your boy Ricochet to cover showdowns, to cover your farming, one-turn farming, legitimately. Well, there's a problem. Because, yeah, you got Zombie Paige, but you just pumped all your green TP and your red TP into Ricochet. So now you got to wait for Zombie Paige to go up. Now you got to sit back and wait while you build it up. And you want to take up her black moves, even if you don't need them. Well, but then again, you just got Bludgeon Brother Harper. You got the final shards that you needed for him from the Showdown tournament, alongside a 3-star Rowan. But you were pumped everything into Harper because you were so excited because you got a brand new toy. Patience is a virtue in this game. WWE Champions is a grind hard, farm hard game. So many people get caught up in the gotcha aspect of things, of pulling a champion, pulling somebody new, getting that new toy, taking it out for a spin, that they forget about the priorities of their roster. RESPECT, your TPCT. As you can see, once again, a technician. Green's their go-to color. A striker. Green in one of his main builds. An acrobat. Pivotal 2 MP move charge move that helps make him absolutely broken once at 4-star and higher. A trickster. And even though his green moves aren't utilized, you gotta max them out so that you can go to the next phase. Respect the Holy Trinity. That is TPCT. Training points, coins, and tokens. Whether you're free to play or pay to play, I hope that you succeed. I hope that you win. I love helping people, but I also feel so sorry for so many people because I'm not going to lie to you. With the questions that I'm sometimes asked, I sit back and I'm like, what kind of faction are you in that they're not even helping you out? I guess I get it. Some people, they just take what they can. But if you want to be better, you should definitely surround yourself with people that want better for you as well. The faction that I'm in, Phoenix Rises, top 100 faction. We're not in the top 10, not in the top 20 yet, but we'll get there. But everybody helps one another out. And even when I go back and think about my times with Black Ops, my broski Lucario 23, my boy 44 Inc., there were a multitude of great players. Big Delish, a lot of great players, free to play and pay to play. You asked the question, you got an answer. So developing as a player is also learning from your OGs, learning from your faction mates. And I feel so sorry for a lot of players that ask me some rhetorical questions and I'm down to answer it. But it also gets to a point where I feel sorry for you that you champion this faction that you rock with, but they can't even give you a proper answer. They can't even send you a link to the champion's guide so you can look for yourself to find out what the abilities are for a champion or what they can do. If you no disrespect to somebody, and he might know who he is when I say this. If you pull and get lucky, you spend money on pulls, okay? And you pull a 4-star bronze, root of all evil, modern era technician, Alistair Black, and you gotta ask how good he is. When all you gotta do, he's at 4-star. All of his moves are already unlocked. You just gotta click on the card or go to his moves and you see what he can do. But if you can't even do that, better yet, you can't even ask your faction mates a question. There's people who don't have champions and they know how busted they are. You don't need Hulk Hogan to know how broken Hulk Hogan is. You don't need Ricochet to not fathom from the Benny streams how busted he is. Knowledge is power. And the knowledge that I'm passing on to y'all to empower all of you, whether you're free to play or pay to play, is to respect your resources. You need all three of these things, TPCT, to get anywhere in Champions. Anywhere. Especially if you're the type of person who's like me, who wants to cover every class, who wants to cover male and female champions, who wants to cover different eras and categories and subcategories if possible. You maximize your roster. Now, you don't got to do what I do. Some people, like I said earlier, you might got Zombie Page, so you just stop everything with everybody else. Well, I don't need Lita. I don't need Naya. I don't need Alexa because Zombie Page is that bitch. Pardon my French. I don't need none of them. Okay, so you covered your female and you covered your striker. You're done. You're good. You pulled Zombie Austin or you pulled Hulk Hogan. You're done. You got your powerhouse. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Those two, you're set. If you were able, like, this is some crazy shit right here, and then I'm going to leave. If you somehow did a pull on Player's Choice, you walked away with Slick Rick as your showboat, okay? You walked away with Zombie Page as your striker. You walked away with Root of All Evil Black as your tech. You walked away with the undisputed future Seth Rollins or Rated R Superstar Edge for your trickster. You walked away with Hulk Hogan or Zombie Austin for your powerhouse. You walked away with freaking Andrade Almas, Rey Mysterio, or Ricochet for your acrobat. You don't need anybody else. All you need to do now is just save up your premium chips or whatever to pull their trainers absolutely free to play. That's just all it is. But even then, you're still going to need the coins to level them up, the TP to max their moves, the tokens to enhance them. That's the video, y'all. I've gone on long enough. The point is, RESPECT. Respect your TPCT. Respect your training points that maximize your moves, your coins that level up your superstars, and your tokens that enhance or evolve them to the next step. That's the video. I hope that y'all learn from this, because I feel so sorry for some players who literally are going in circles, in a cycle of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and getting nowhere. You build up one champion, but you weren't able to build up every single champion. You had mad coins, and as soon as you got up to 10 million, you blew them. Now another event comes around, you got to start all over again. And then you're sitting there sulking and sad that you weren't able to capitalize. I want to see y'all win. And that's why I'm telling y'all now, the holy trinity of WWE champions: training posters, coins, tokens. You've maximized that, you're always going to be good no matter what you pull, no matter what you get. But a key thing is this: farming is absolutely free. Whether you're turn 1 farming, turn 2, turn 3, as long as you're able to farm, you're good to go. As long as you keep on grinding out those loot boxes, you're going to get things that you need. You're going to get tokens. You're going to get victory bags. You're going to get metal bits. You're going to get TP. You're going to get everything you need. Combine that with the prize wall that you're able to capitalize on depending on the requirements. Combine that with the faction rewards, the solo contest rewards that you're able to get and acquire. Heck, even combine that with the free bags that you get from your faction mates spending, or the free rewards that champions ends up giving to you because they make a mistake. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. But you have to get in that mindset of, I never want to hit 0 again. And even if it seems near impossible, I'm sure that if you stick to it and you plan out everything right, you will capitalize one day. You'll get that over 100 million coins. You'll get that between 5K to 10K or over with your training posters. You'll get mad influx of tokens to take up whichever class and whoever you so desire. So with that, y'all, I'm out. I hope y'all have a great day. Cherish the words that I've given. I'm apologizing if I ranted a little bit or said a couple things over and over, but I wanted to make this video for all of you so you know that I care, I'm here for you, and I just want to see you win. Longer than my usual short, sweet, and briefs, I know, but I hope that this information and this knowledge, these exhibits that I have displayed and showcased with you, help you with your champion's journey, because I've been there myself, and I just want to see you all win. So take it for what you want, but it is what it is. Until next time, peace.